Hey everyone, how are you? Pete Olsen. Merry Christmas to everybody. Hope everyone's doing wonderful December 23rd. I'm sure everyone's scrambling last second to get the gifts that they need to get for their loved ones, or you may be one of the early ones that got everything done last year before New Year's for this Christmas, right? I'm still getting last second stuff. Hey Tim, good to see you. So I'm Pete Olsen, live here in beautiful God's country, Montana, at my gorgeous ranch, Jackpot Ranch, here in God's country, Montana, in Kalispell, Montana. And I've been working from home now for the last 20 years, helping others build home-based businesses and build a life beyond their imagination. And in fact, just celebrated last month 20 years of no commute, no cubicle, no boss. And I was a big executive. I was a big executive in corporate America, and it certainly is very nice to be able to. Hey, Ron, good to see you. To be able to work from home and not go to that job. But you know, there are people that love their job too, so that's a wonderful thing. So I want to talk about today the top 5 reasons that you should be saving in physical silver, as opposed to the trash cash that you save in your bank. So let's get right into it. And the first reason is silver is real money. Guys, silver and gold has been real money for 5,000 years. That's an amazing track record. And many of you may not know, but any fiat currency is just like, for instance, our currency. Every fiat currency has always gone to a value of 0 in history. Nothing has ever survived. And physical silver and gold has been around for 5,000 years. And the reason is because it can't be created out of thin air, if you will. And thus, because of our money system is created out of thin air, it depreciates, right? Our money today is worth 98% less than it was 100 years ago. We see it every day in our buying power, right? Our money just doesn't go near as far. And that's true for digital forms as well. And when we say silver is real money, we're talking about physical silver, right? Because if you can't physically touch it, you don't own it. I always say that. If you can't physically touch your investments, you don't own it. Not ETFs or certificates or future contracts or anything like that. Those are what we call paper investments. And they don't carry the same benefits as you get with physical silver. So physical silver is a store of value, just like gold. And here's why. Because with silver, there's no counterparty risk. If you hold physical silver, you don't need another party to make good on the contract or promise. And that's a wonderful thing. This is not the case with stocks or bonds or pretty much any other investment. Silver and gold, especially silver, has never been defaulted on. Gold neither. A scan of monetary history shows that silver has been used in coinage more often than even gold. And most people associate with gold, I think, a little bit more, but silver used more than even gold. And throughout history, silver and gold, hey James, good to see you, has revalued themselves throughout the centuries and really called upon the paper currency to account for itself, right? And Mike Maloney had brought that up, and I thought that was such a great point. It's revalued itself. It's always stayed ahead of inflation, and that's a wonderful thing. So I always want to physically hold an asset, a silver asset, versus trash cash, okay? That's really important. So number 2, physical silver is a hard asset, right? Of all the investments that you own, and we talked about this, or I talked about it briefly before, how many can you hold in your hand? How many can you put in your hand, right? As far as assets are concerned, we're not talking about the trash cash. That's really important because, when shit hits the fan, so to speak, being able to access your investment, when the banks close and things of that sort, being able to access those assets are very important, right? Third reason why you should be saving silver. Silver's cheap, man. Silver is like $17.40 an ounce. It's ridiculous, right? It's over 1/80th the price of gold. 1/80th, right? And would protect you just as well as gold in a financial crisis. Okay, that's what you get with silver. That's amazing, right? And that's more affordable for the average investor, if you will, than gold. Not saying that the average investor can't do some gold or different denominations of gold, but it's more affordable, and yet it's a precious metal that will help you maintain your standard of living as good as gold will. So that's really, really important. So silver can be really, if you can't afford to get a full ounce of gold, silver is really an excellent way to go. And I've been doing this, guys, for over, we're almost 2020, for about 12 years now. I'm an expert in the precious metals field, and I personally have almost 10,000 ounces of physical silver and gold, and it's absolutely changed their life. Number 4, silver is more practical for everyday small purchases. Hey, crazy. So when you have things, because it's less than gold, it's more practical when you need some money for something smaller, if you will, as opposed to gold is $1,400 an ounce. You may not need $1,400. So it's not just cheaper to buy; it's more practical when you need to sell it, if you will. As I said, maybe someday you don't need to sell a full ounce of gold to meet very, very small financial need. So silver is the answer on that. So since it frequently comes in smaller denominations than gold, and you can sell only what you need to sell at that particular time. Okay. And number 5, silver outperforms gold in bull markets. And this is really, really interesting. From 1970 to 1980, gold appreciated 2,328%. Silver appreciated 3,105%. And from 2008 to 2011, gold appreciated 166%, and silver appreciated 448%. So I always like to say silver is like gold on steroids, if you will. So I hope you guys got a lot of value out of this. If you like what you heard here and you'd like to know the last 5 reasons to save in silver versus gold, or versus saving trash cash in your savings account, just send me a personal message here on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, wherever you're seeing this, and I'll be sure to get that to you. All right. God bless you guys. Hope everyone is doing incredibly well. And Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you guys. Hope you're hanging out with those that you love so much in your family. Remember that matters most. Okay. God bless you to all of you guys, all my friends, and talk to you real soon. Bye-bye.